Alright. Då säger jag tester 1, 2, 3. Tester. Ugh, neighbor, shut the hell up before I smash your head in with a bat. Uh, Oops, I said that, didn't I? Well, enough of that. My neighbor is he's a piece of shit. But with that said, hello everyone and welcome back for another round of the Drivers Room Sunday League. Yes, it's that time again and that week. And yeah, today we are at round 6 and we have the Skyline R34, as you can see in the footage. That is going to be the car for tonight on the Nürburgring Nordschleife, the Sabine Schmitz trophy. And then we're going to have DRFS directly after, and that will be on Fuji with chicane. So look forward to that as well. So it's going to be a double feature tonight as it was last week. And yeah, I was supposed to drive in this season, so I prepped a car and everything for it. But yeah, circumstances changed. Physics updates just went a little to hell. And I decided to just leave the car as it is, and at least I've got a livery on it. Blah blah blah. So enough of that. Hey Dennis. So yeah, we're gonna go into Ivano's lobby and see how this race will go. It's gonna be a long lap for these cars, and there's a little bit of tuning and everything involved. And let's see how the guys in Tier 2 will do. Wait, no, still can't collect my silver cash yet from the Olympic thing. 5 hours still. So how you doing tonight, Dennis? Nice racing on Thursday, by the way. Well-deserved driver of the day. Shared with Bacchus, I believe it was, managing to conserve his tires for what the hell was it, 10 laps on soft? That was that was some intense stuff, man. And disclaimer for everyone watching: if you hear me moaning and if it sounds like I'm in pain, it's because I am. I've got a stiff neck down to my right shoulder, so whenever I move my head to the right, it is painful. So, so yeah, we'll get through it. What? Oh, Sandworth. Oh, that is such a good track on ACC. Circuit of the Americas. I wish those tracks were in GT. Yeah, the end timer ruined a pretty damn good battle that you probably could have snagged 5th in. But other than that, it looked to be a good race overall. So, all right, let's see if we can get ourselves in the spectate mode here. Before I do that, I'm just gonna do this. The tracks we're on right now, or the tracks you're driving? Because I kind of like Zandvoort and Circuit of the Americas on Forza. Well, Zandvoort isn't on Forza, but... Alright, so Jules is the first one to take the flying lap. I'm guessing they have to conserve a lot of tires for the out lap, considering it's such a very long track. Is this the one? Is this the one where it cuts down over the Schumacher S? Or is it going down to... yeah, it cuts down before the Schumacher S. And yeah, that should make it a little bit shorter. Yeah, thank you. That's the right word for it. The endurance layout. This is the layout they use in Forza as well, because they don't have the one that goes through the Schumacher S. So, but then again, this is a very what's the word for it? This is a track that not everyone likes to do. Nürburgring is definitely not for everyone, and yeah, a lot of people hate Nürburgring with a passion, like I despise Brands Hatch with a passion, but Nürburgring always builds up for very good races, and it's probably just going to be 3, maybe 4 laps of this race, and the Sunday League is done for this week, and then DRFS straightly after. Yeah, I don't know, Dennis, why they didn't include it from the very beginning in GTS. It seems like the better version of Nürburgring to have in the game. But then again, I love all variations of the Nordschleife. Nordschleife is my absolute favorite track in any racing game, so I have no problem with it. I have driven, well, Plux has probably more laps around Nürburgring than me. He said he had about at least over 1,000 laps in game. I think I'm not too far behind him. I think I have about 500 or 600 laps on Nordschleife. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not as fast as Plux, but Plux is just unique in the way he drives. Fast, consistent. Even though one of the races with Blue and everything on GT Sport, he just kept crashing for a few laps, and that was unnatural and very fun to see when it came to Plux. So yeah, Nordschleife is definitely my top one track in the world. I could race this day in and day out. Definitely a track I love. As we see Johnny Be Good in the Mines Skyline. Oh, I love that simple livery. The cars are a little bit tuned tonight. They're not bog standard. Wide bodies are allowed, as you see on Johnny's car. Grimlock in the Falcon livery, also a livery I really love on the Skyline. A very good livery. Yeah, you know what, Dennis? I was glad when we got Grand Valley, and of course it's called Highway now and not Speedway, but Grand Valley is still my favorite track of the original tracks that have been released to GT7, but Midfield Raceway, I agree with you, that is a very, very, very good track. I do love and miss that track as well. Many people have said they want Seattle back, but I doubt that will ever come back. Yeah, it's still Valley. It's still Grand Valley Speedway in my eyes too. They just changed it to a highway variant, and you know what? I recognize the entire track, even though they changed a little bit of the layout on some turns. It's still the same track. So Grand Valley is back, and it's here to stay in its new form. I would prefer the old variant, like so many others have said, but I still love the new one. And everyone now is out on their outlap, and we see JC with a massive 7.5 second penalty. I'm guessing JC's not too fond of Nürburgring Nordschleife as well, but then again, they only have to drive it once, and it will not come up for the rest of the year, I think. I much prefer the Nordschleife to the Grand Prix variant. The Grand Prix is where I struggle, the Grand Prix track. But yeah, I just love Nordschleife to death. Yeah, I can visualize in my head now the old Grand Valley Speedway, because I've done the, 300 kilometer run about 100 times or more in the old games, just to make money and just because I had fun doing it. And that's the major staple in this. I had fun. I don't have fun on GT7. I've been struggling to have fun on GT7, and the Grand Valley Speedway of old, I did the 300k race over and over and over and over and over. Took about an hour and a half, but it was still fun as hell. So yeah, we're seeing Jules now coming through the dotting straight there, and he's not laid off the throttle at all, and tires have already taken a beating from his outlap. He should have probably raced a little bit or driven a little bit more cautiously on his outlap, but here we go. Setting off to start his first flyer lap, and it will take 8 minutes at least to drive around this this track. Yeah, the water storm in the last 8 race around here just I don't know, the lobbies and everything, they just pissed me off back in those days, and I don't know, was other things too that just angered me, and then I quit. It was going so well, and then everything went to hell, and I just lost it. I do miss racing in the 1 hour, and if things improve in GT, and I mean really improve, so that everyone, and I mean absolutely every single driver in the game playing it, controller or wheel, is able to play the game without having major issues to the lag, to the physics model and stuff like that, I might even consider a return to ADEC. Something I never thought I would say again, but I'm actually considering maybe that could be a possibility in the future if they get everything under control with the lobby lag and all that stuff. So Johnny now about to head out on the Nordschleife. Grim is, I believe he might be in auto drive. 10-minute lap, yeah, he's in auto drive. JC 9-minute 48. Ivano is just parking it and not bothering to do a quali lap, which I think a lot of the other guys are considering as well, just staying in the pits. Yeah, I fear that too, Dennis. I really fear that too, that they're gonna take too long to fix the issues of Gran Turismo 7, and by the time they actually fix it, there isn't enough players in this community to even play it. And yeah, that is right too. They need to separate the PS4 from the 5. They need to make two separate things there. They can't keep going on like they've done here. It just isn't going on. But then again, I've seen a lot of other games having the cross-play compatibility stuff, and it's working way better than we see in Gran Turismo. Like, for example, the Dead Island 2 game that I've been playing with my friend. He's playing on PS4 and I'm playing on PS5, and there's no major lag or issues between us. But then again, he can't host games. He can only join me on my PS5, which is kind of weird, but there's no issues there. Same with Destiny across Xbox, PS4, PS5, PC, Xbox Series X. There's no lag between them, and that's cross-platform all the way between all of those platforms, and there's no lag. There's no problems or issues, so I don't see why it's such a big problem for Gran Turismo, but it seems like Polyphony and Kaz are more interested in just ignoring everyone. It's sad for people who don't have a PS5, but it is better for GT7s to do it. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, in the beginning of before the launch of GT7, I would have disagreed fully, because I would want as many people to be able to play GT7 as possible. But seeing as how Gran Turismo has been over its 1 year since release, it's I really think they should have released a PS4 version that was only compatible to play with PS4 platforms and the PS5 platforms, and have no cross-platform play. It would suck for the guys on PS4, it definitely would, but yeah, it's tragic the way they've done it. As we can see now, Jules has totally chewed up his front tires, while Johnny B. Good has taken it easy on the out lap, and he's trying to set a decent banker lap. Rocker as well, he's on medium, so the tires are lasting a little bit longer. Urk is on his out lap, and got a 3-second penalty. He's not going to be able to do a flying lap at this point. Grim there is not either going to be doing a flying lap, but it really doesn't matter. It's such a long track, it's such a long lap that the start of the race should determine the positions where everyone is and ends up. Rocker has given up, and we have Daz in the pits with popcorn out of the exhaust pipes. So, the way Jules is driving right now, his tires are probably not going to last more than the start of the lap, and then second lap he has to go in the way he's driving right now. Take no prisoners driving. That's what I think Jules is up to. As we can see, 17 minutes have passed. So I think 3 laps is the most we can expect from this race versus 13 in ADEC on Thursday. And Johnny is still he's still got good tires. Also, Plugs did notice that your strategy was pretty fast, front hard and rear soft. It was going for a no stopper, but then rain happened. Yeah, yeah, that caught everyone out of that caught everyone off guard, Dennis. Even if Bacchus, he had inters on his tires for the first stint, and then it got dry on the beginning, but halfway through before the carousel, it started raining. But by then he'd already gone off. The damage was done. If that didn't happen, I think Bacchus probably would have taken a step on the top podium somewhere. And then we have Flapjack with his weird shadow-meter that happened, and the accidents he constantly endured himself to. So yeah, a lot can happen in Nordschleife, and you never know. Luckily tonight I don't think we have any rain coming in. It's just static weather. So let's see how Jules ends up. I think Jules and Johnny will be the only ones to set a lap time, but really it doesn't matter. The start will be everything. You follow Risey off the wall just at the back before the back straight. Yeah, I saw Gadget and Blave do the same. And yeah. A 9:02 for Jules. Let's see what Johnny can do. I think since he saved the tires a little bit better, I think Johnny will be in a position to snag pole here. 30 seconds. I think you will be able to get through. A couple of corners left. He's gonna be making this, I think. But he's been very slow. I think Jules has first place. I think Jules gets pole position in this one. And yeah, Jules got pole position. A 9:13 from Johnny. I think he saved a little bit too much tires. But he could go for a simple no stop in this one, because he took care of his tires that well. So yeah. Good luck, everyone. Race hard, race fair, and clean, but have fun. All right, here we go. Start is about to go, Waiting for 5 red to go out. Here we go. Round 6 is about to begin. And here we go. It is a little bit of a choppy start, but a very good start from JC as he goes up into second place. Will it be enough into turn 1? I think JC might have got this one into turn 1 and pushes Jules a little bit out there, but very clean. Jules had to watch out, and JC now in first place with Rocker in third, Johnny Be Good down in fourth. We have Daz in fifth, now sixth, Grim in fifth, Ivano in seventh, and Urk in eighth. As we see a little bit of chaos ensue there. Was that Jules involved? Try and look back at what happened, and and I think Rocker pit maneuvered Jules. If this was the craziest police story videos ever, that would be a perfect pit from Rocker, the policeman. Damn Rossers are in Nürburgring as well. The British Rossers! Get out of here! Oh shit, it's the Rosses. Alright, JC now. He's got himself a 1.1 second lead to Grim, and Grim is up in the second place. The Falcon livery is doing him good tonight. We have Daz in third with Johnny in fourth still. Ivano now up in the fifth place. Jules down in sixth. Urk in seventh, and Rocker in eighth. So Grim, the Falcon livery, doing very good. And Daz also, it's very choppy tonight. A lot more choppy than what we saw in Adik, actually. Let's hope it is no lag kills tonight. That ruins so much of the racing. If anyone at Polyphony watches this, screw you guys and make a better game. Fix the damn lobbies. As we see Grim going very wide. Oh, and loses the position to Daz. Daz taking no hesitation there. As we see Johnny also trying to go for the move and makes it on Grim with an increasingly slower car after his very wide turn. As we say hi to Forzy. Hi, Forz. And yeah, JC doing very well. 1.4 seconds now down to Das. Das man in second. We have Johnny Be Good being chased down by the voice himself, the original voice of the driver's room, Grimlock. Yeah, long time no see, Force. What have you been up to? As we see the battle for fourth, fifth, and sixth there. As we see, Urk is also going for the fight for fifth. A little bit of a gap between Johnny, Grim, Das, and JC. Playing ACC, yeah, we'll try and get over to ACC in the future myself. I just need to buy myself a driving rig first. Got new pedals and wheel. Yeah, I can't use my load cell pedals just yet because I keep pushing my chair away when I brake. So yeah, Grim now, 2.5 behind Johnny. Under a second to Das now from Johnny, and JC is just increasing the gap. You're streaming on Twitch? Cool, cool. Try and see if I can join in on one of those streams once. As we see, Ivano is trying to go past Jules. but no way through in this section. I keep forgetting what these sections and corners are called, but we see Ivano really pressuring Jules now. Really, really wants to make a move on Jules, as we see Jules going very wide, using every bit of the track to just try and stay in front. And we see Urk now have taken over 6th place from Ivano, as Ivano has dropped down 1 position. And with the fighting in the back, the top 4 are running away a little bit, and we heard a little scraping. On the stream on Thursday to Sunday. Yeah, I'll try and check it out for us, for sure. As we see Jules going very wide, and Grim has made a mistake. Into the carousel now. Keep it clean here, guys, as we see. Oh my goodness. A little bit of a lag bump from Jules into Grim. As we see Rocker up into 7th, and we have Ivano down in 8th place now. So he's probably been into the wall somewhere. And Grim in 5th, being chased down by Urk and Rocker. I think Urk is actually running color variant of the Skyline, a very limited edition variant. I've seen that color scheme before. As we see, it's very close now to Grim. Urk and Rocker eagerly trying to get past Grim, but unless Grim makes a mistake, it's not easy to pass on the Nordschleife. Beautiful liveries tonight, though, even though we got a lot of twitching tonight. Come on, Polyphony, fix your servers. It was good 2 patches ago, and then you screwed up. Come on, Polyphony, fix your servers. As we see Grim going off. Oh, what in the world? A little bit of a lag spike, as we saw Grim just push Urk off there. I think that's just down to a lag. We can't really do anything about that. Grim can't really do much about that. Very close now between the bottom 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's see how it goes for JC. He is 2.1 seconds ahead of Daz. And we have Jules being challenged by Johnny. But Jules manages to hold off there, as we see Rocker making the move up into 5th position now. And Grim down into 6th. I think it's getting a little bit darker. Let's hope it's not going to get completely dark in this race. As we see Grim, oh, getting oversteer. I think that was either dirty air or oversteer. Yeah, losing the control of the rear end. I've actually done that in the same exact section of the track. It's so easy to do. And Grim now down in 8th place. Ivano up in the 7th. We have Urk in 6th, chasing down Rocker. And Jules holding off Johnny. Johnny 2.5 seconds behind Jules at the moment. As we see, Johnny is very good at saving his tires, and Jules is very good at eating his. And as always, very beautiful Volvo livery from Jules. Well, I'm not racing anymore, Force. The physics update a couple of patches ago ruined the game, and I can't adapt anymore. And Dennis has also just retired because the game just isn't fun. So we're gonna both transfer full-time over to ACC, and I'm gonna transfer over once I get my driving rig bought. And in-house, as we see Jules now chasing down Daz, our former professional livery creator, the one I have everything to thank for making the Mjolnir racing decals for me, and pretty much every single other decal used in ADEC, formerly known as DREC, DRSL, and DRFS and all that stuff. I've seen a few of them, yeah. I haven't been too much on ACC yet, but I've seen a few of them. As we see, JC has dropped it. He has a 2.5 penalty as Jules just rockets past JC now, but look at JC's tires. They have not hold out at all, as we see JC going into the wall and into the gravel trap. Oh no! 3-second penalty. It was going so good for JC. What are you doing, JC? You gotta keep calm, my brother. You gotta keep calm. You have Rocker now behind you, and oh, come on, JC, get back on track. Come on, don't give up now. And we have Grim now passing and Ivano passing JC. Aye, aye, aye. So Jules then, just look at his tires. I mean, Daz has used a lot of his. Johnny is surprisingly good on his tires. I don't think Johnny's going to need a tire change in this one. And I am assuming it's going to be 3 laps only. We have driven for 13 minutes. And I will major a big guess here that Jules and Daz will dive into the pits after this lap. Jules definitely needs it, and I think Daz also will need it. Johnny, I don't think he's gonna need a pit stop the way he takes care of his tires, and he's on soft, mind you. He's on soft, as are the top 2. Rocker in 4th now with Sport Medium. I love the Petronas livery, Force. Good looking livery. Grim then in 6th position. We have Ivano now down in last place. He has been into the wall as well. And where's JC? There is JC. He's gotten going again, but he's looking very slow. Come on, JC! Don't give up. Go, 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 go! Jules is on fire tonight. He got pit maneuvered by Rocker. A very perfect pit maneuver, I would say. Target down. And yeah, Jules will have to go into the pits. Daz will definitely have to go into the pits as well. stiff neck. Glad I'm not racing. So Johnny. Fuck. Can't bend my head towards the right. Ow. Johnny's looking very good for 2 laps on Sport Soft. I don't know what he's doing, but whatever he's doing, it's working for him on those tires. Rocker's on medium. I don't think Rocker will need a pit stop, so this could be a 1-2 for Johnny and Rocker, and maybe a 3rd position for Urk. Then we have Grim now with a 3-second penalty, some damage, and Grim's tires are actually looking quite good as well. He just needs to hang in there. He doesn't need to pit at all. So we've lost Ivano, his engine has blown to pieces, and JC has gotten his computer management under control, and gotten speed back in the mighty Godzilla. So come on JC, go, 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 go. Don't give up, you got this. Going through YouTube corner shortly. Do this, JC. Just keep it tight, keep it on track. As we see Jules now, he's running on the rim on the left side front, and he's still holding a pretty good and decent speed, but it's going to be difficult. Minutes remaining. It might actually be 4 laps, possibly, depending on how long the pit stops are. Maybe Johnny and Urk. As we see Rocker now in 3rd with Johnny down in 4th. Johnny has a 3-second penalty, so he's been into the wall. With Urk now in 5th position. Oh, please don't be completely dark. It's going to be pain for the replay cameras to capture anything. As we see Rocker now in 3rd. And Urk right behind them. Johnny was looking good, but he can still manage to hopefully take a podium. We have Jules into the pits, so that is enough for Jules, and Das is staying out. Now this could be a gamble from Das, this could be a big gamble from Das. Yeah, his tires is not going to last another lap of that, I'm sure. We have Rocker now in 2nd with Urk in 3rd. Jules coming out there in 4th. He can just slam the hammer down now. And Johnny there in 5th. We have Grim into the pits. Don't really think he needs to go into the pits, to be honest with you. Do we actually have a proper animation through the pit stops now? JC continues. So yeah, Daz opting to not stop at this point. Very confident that he'll be able to possibly snag a win out of this one. He'll have to drive very carefully on the Nordschleife. That is going to be driving on the rims for sure. We have Urk now up into 3rd with Rocker now in 3rd. 2nd, I mean, for Urk. Losing my mind already, and I still have one more race to commentate on. see Urk just using a little bit of the grass too to help him around the turns. Jules now catching up to Rocker. Could this be a good strategy for Jules? Just go balls to the wall for the first 2 laps, and then go balls to the walls for the second stint. Could work for him. JC now in 6th with Grim in 7th, closing in on him. A little bit of bad luck for Grim as well. Oh, very understeery there. So right now the closest guys on track is Urk and Rocker. Jules and Johnny be good. As we see, Johnny has actually managed to pass Jules. Good work, Johnny. As we see a new sector best for Johnny there. Urk and Rocker. Let's see Daz. Daz still has some tread left on his tires. It's not gonna last. There might be another lap for Daz. So we're gonna stick with Urk and Rocker, as we see it's a little bit of a gap down to Jules now from Johnny, and JC has got a decent enough gap down to Grim. Alright, 4Z, if you're still here, I've followed your Twitch channel, so I can say hi on your stream once. And is it rain? Oh my goodness. I think we have rain tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We see some spray on the windshield of Urk. This could suddenly get more interesting. It's getting night, getting dark, and we're having rain. Oh, oh, Daz going very aggressive over the curbs there. Yeah, the windshield wipers are gone, and we got some spray on track. Nothing yet to indicate it getting more slippery, but yeah, this could be interesting very fast. Jules now with a 2.5 penalty. And he's in front of Johnny again. JC, 6.5 seconds in front of Grim. Yeah, good timing with raining in the dark, isn't it? As we see, Rocker is closing in on Urk again. Maybe Urk has... Oh, we do see some damp on the track now. And yeah, we do see a lot of spray, and it's coming in quite hard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got spray. We got rain. This could be an interesting factor. Maybe everyone is going in for another pit stop, and we will have another lap on rain tires. Or inters or something. Yeah, this could be interesting. 4 minutes left of the race, and it's going to take at least 9 to 10 minutes more to do another lap. If everyone goes into the pits. Yeah, this is ADEC vibes, but instead, oh, and we see Urk going off before the mini carousel. No damage, but I think, yeah, it's intermediate surface right now. The people are going to struggle a lot more with grip. Even Das, I think, is going to struggle with no tires left on the rim. So this is going to be very interesting. We got spray, and it's going to get a lot darker. It's going to be a lot more difficult. This is threat level 100. Difficulty level just blown up the limit gauge here from 10 to 15. Yeah, there was no rain tires in tier 1. Oh wait, maybe you're talking about tier 1 DRSL. Is it still... And now there's no rain. Huh. So maybe it was just a tiny bit of rain. And yeah, it was enough to make the track a little bit damp. We have Das into the pits. We kind of saw that coming. Urk into the pits as well, as we see Rocker is continuing on with very good tires. Yeah, they should, the sports tires should be able to handle the rain weather, because they do have treads on them, considering that slicks tires don't have any tread at all. And we have Jules now up into second place, and Rocker leading the race. So this could be Rocker, this could be Jules winning. And the rain is suddenly gone. There's no rain right now. So, yeah, that was a little bit of spray coming out on the track after the big carousel and up into the YouTube corner bit. And then suddenly no rain. Still going to be a little bit wet on the track, so the drivers will have to show a little bit of caution. They won't have full grip, but they will have enough grip, considering they're on sports tires. So well caught there, Dennis. Urk also coming out after a pit, and Johnny has also been into the pits to get it on some new boots. Grim is continuing on, and JC. Okay. So Rocker now leading the race with 30 seconds to go. Let's hope the end timer doesn't crucify or screw the boys in the RSL. Yeah, you're right. Big tracks, a good possibility that only parts have rain. Yeah, you're right about that. I've seen that before in other career mode races. So Jules now trying to close in on Rocker, only 4.5 seconds behind, and he's closing in fast. Jules is closing in fast on Rocker, so Rocker will have to watch out. Rocker has more worn tires now, and Jules has burned off his as usual. And JC has finished the race. He's the first to finish, so he won the race. A little bit of dents in the paint job on that Skyline. It's gonna need some repairs after this. Just don't be like Brian O'Connor in Fast and Furious and jump off a bridge. PD should activate the end timer only when P1 passes the finish line, not any other car. Yeah. Oh, I see. JC might have screwed everything up now. Sorry, JC, didn't mean to say it like that, but yeah, you're right. But considering the way things are right now, and we have Rocker in second place, he has been off. He has a 3-second penalty, and I think Jules, the pole setter in the quali, might run away with the win tonight. We have 2 minutes remaining of the race. None of these drivers will make it towards the finish line. But we'll have a finish like we had on ADEC, which kind of sucks. Good job, Polyphony, yet again. So Rocker down in second. He needs to hold off Das for a minute and a half to snag second place in this one. Yeah, he's way behind the top 3 now. He's not going to be able to do anything about them. We have Johnny 40 seconds behind the leaders. Looked good in the beginning, but I think he might have crucified this position. And Grim in 6th position. Did a very good start and unluckily had a few mistakes that cost him, sent him way back in the field. But that is to be expected. Nürburgring Nordschleife is not an easy track. Even the ringmasters will crash into the wall. Plux is no exception. He also crashes into the wall sometimes. Me too, with a lot of experience around this track. Even I can crash around here. It's no exception. Anyone can die in the clutches of the Nordschleife. As we see Das now in second place, so Rocker had dropped down to third. And Rocker did not manage to hold on to third. And here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Jules won with Das in second and Rocker in third. I will save the replay if needed. I will take a screenshot of this. We only had 8 drivers tonight. And fastest lap was Das with a 9-minute 6-second point 4. So that was that. Yeah, you're right, Dennis. Not bad. Starts P1, gets spinned, and takes the win. Think he didn't fight P2 for his penalty. Maybe. Oh well. A little anticlimactic end to that that race. But anyway, we will have race 2 up and running shortly. No cut in the stream, just one stream going. Ivano might reopen the lobby though, but while that is going on, I'm going to take a quick pit stop in real life, and I'll be right back. All right, back in action, ready for race number 2. Ugh. Alright, so the livery tonight for Team Sega is the 97 Arrows that they're running. That Damon Hill nearly won the 97 Hungarian Grand Prix until a hydraulic problem caused him to limp home in second place. A standout moment in a great season that saw McLaren winning again with Mika Häkkinen's first win at the last race, where Schumacher tried to take out Villeneuve. That's some background info that I got. So yeah, let's have a look at what the DRFS guys can do. The Drivers Room Festival of Speed. Panthro is back in action, ready for more on mighty Fuji. Rocker then again for more. We have Redwood back with us, and we have Boss in the JPS and Bullet in the Arrows as well. And we have Ivan there in the Marlboro 1, and Ivano as well. We can't see the cars at currently. So let's see who can snag P1 in DRFS. Very choppy, very jittery in DRFS as well. Come on, guys, we're not racing. Not now. Ugh, Redwood. Whenever I hear Arrows, I think of Jos Verstappen at Interlagos taking out, I believe, Montoya. Oh, I haven't heard of that incident, Dennis. I couldn't really say. Jos Verstappen, isn't that Max Verstappen's father? The guy that always looks like he's fucking angry and wants to shoot people. Doesn't look like there's any amount of joy in his heart. Alright. It just doesn't look like there's any joy in Jos Verstappen. Yeah, it is him, okay. He just looks fucking pissed off every single time you see him in the pits. Sorry for the F-bomb there. He just looks very angry every single time you see him. If you piss me off, I shoot you. Whatever that, however that is said in Dutch. I think he annoys a lot of people. From what I've heard, there's not a lot of fans of Jos Verstappen. There's not a lot of people that like him, I feel. As we see Redwood with a 127.6, so preliminary pole there for him, a 128.8 for Boss, and the Bullet is on his outlap currently, and Panthro is mowing the lawn. Rocker on an outlap as well. We have Bullet now on his flying. Oh, and a very late break from Bullet. Jules now coming out of the pits in the Omega Volvo McLaren. And Ivan waiting for the pack to pass. And Boss continues to surprise everyone with a 127.5. So we do have some speed in Boss as well. So don't ever count him out. And look at the split between Redwood and Boss, 0.100 of a second. So not a lot separating Redwood and Boss there. We have Panthro on his flyer with a 155.7. So oh wait, that was his outlap. He is sector purple, sector 1 purple. What about Bullet? He's on his flyer now. Will it be a new best lap time? And it is just enough for a 127.6. Not the best lap time so far, but I think we will see faster. And a sector best again for Panthro, if he can do the chicane properly, and he does. We have Rocker in front there, his brother. Team Sega boys, very strong and dominant so far this season. The Formula open wheel racer working well for the Sega boys. I wish I was as fond of driving the cars as they are, but open wheelers just scare the living daylights out of me. The wheels can hook on each other, and it is a 126.4 for Panthro, and a new best lap time for Panthro. And the track, oh my god, Redwood is lagging. 126.5 for Redwood. Oh my god, the lag. Oh, that's going to be dangerous. That is going to be super dangerous in the race. Oh my goodness, the jittering is just all over the place tonight. Why is it so bad in DRFS? It was decent in DRSL, and now it's just all over the place, the lag. As we see, Rocker is on his flyer. Bullet with a 125.826. Another best lap time, and he's over half a second faster than Panthro. Oh my goodness, Panthro and Bullet. Will Rocker be able to perform any better? He has been struggling a little bit more this season than Panthro and Bullet. A 127.5. Jules then, 128.8 as his best so far. Ivan is still to set a proper lap time. I think he did one out lap, then pitted for soft. Now he's doing the proper flying lap. know Ivan to be very strong. He looked very good on Thursday in Natick. Had a few mistakes that cost him a little bit, but overall I would say he had a very good race. Jules into the pits there with Rocker in fifth with 27.5. So let's see what Ivan can do. About to set his first and proper lap time of the session. And it is a 26.0. Good enough for second place for the moment. Putting Panthro down into third, Redwood down into fourth, and Boss down into fifth. So what about Urk and Ivano? Does not look like they're running a qualifier today. Will Bullet do something here? Found the clip, and fun fact, as far as you can call that fun, Montoya was driving a P1 when Joss took him out. Oh, really? Definitely have to take a look at that later. Will it be a new best lap time for Ivan? No, because Bullet has had a 1:23.8, which I missed, and a 24.8 from Ivan there. So yeah, over a second faster than Ivan. So Bullet is on fire tonight. He probably has this one in the bag. Redwood then trying to set a best lap time, but he's only sector personal best at this moment. Oh my god, the lag is just horrendous. This is one of the reasons why I don't race anymore, because of this intensely stupid lag. And it's not Redwood's fault at all, it's Polyphony servers. Those are the main culprit in all this, as we see a 26.5 from Redwood, putting him into fourth. We have Boss now. Will it be a new best lap time for him? He is on medium. He's in fifth position. And he does a 1:27.3. No improvement. His fastest being a 26.6. So the drivers have definitely gotten faster over the quali laps they've done. Jules then, 27.4. Rocker. Rocker, there's Rockers, 27.5, 27.9. We have Erk on an outlap. I think this might be one of the first he's doing, and Ivano is not even bothering with qualifying, it seems. Erk is going for his flyer right now. We have 2 minutes remaining of the quali. It's terrible indeed. I had one moment with Box where I drove under his wing, and he suddenly got rubber bands back towards me. Yeah. I mean, considering how we see the lag now, it's not as bad as it was at GT7's launch, but they've definitely gotten 10 steps back instead of 20 steps forward. I think they got 1 step forward and 10 steps back with the 2 patches they've done. It's horrendously bad right now. It's not good. It's really not good. It's a wonder that the staff in Polyphony still have jobs. I mean, I play Final Fantasy 14 a lot these days, and it's a Japanese company as well, and it's a cross-play between PS4, 5, and PC, and there's no lag. There's nothing in that, in the cross-platform. GT7 is the worst I've ever seen the lag. I just can't stress that enough, as we see Oh my goodness, a 9-minute time from Urk. That is not proper qualifying numbers. Yeah, the lag was terrible at the start, and it became better, and then became terrible again. Yeah, it's weird how they can go forward and then just 2 steps backwards after what we had before the latest, well, the 2 latest patches. But enough of that. We have race number 2 of the evening to get down to. We are waiting for 5 red lights to go out, and round 6 of DRFS will start. And we are a go. It looks like a good start from Bullet, but Ivan has also a good start. He has the inside into turn 1. He makes the move a little too late on the brakes, and Bullet gets back into P1 as we see Boss now in P3, Panthro down in 4th, Redwood in 5th, Jules in 6th. We're going to keep up with the battle for first right now, and Bullet is almost second in front of Ivan already, as we see Boss now in 3rd. A little bit wide there for... oh, as we see someone off track. Is that Rocker? Ivano Panthro. Panthro is off. Oh, what? Who hit? Panthro? Redwood hit Panthro, and Panthro did not wait. That could be a penalty. That is not good. As you see, Panthro now behind Ivan. Bullet is being challenged by Ivan, and Ivan taking the last turn and moving up to P1, as we see Boss now in 3rd. And the top 3 now have broken away from Redwood, Jules, Urk, Rocker, Ivano, and Panthro. But oh my god, we do see a lot of lag in the back there. As we see Urk trying to make a move into turn 1, but completely missing the braking point. And Panthro has caught up with Ivano and Urk for the moment, so there's still a chance to gain a few positions. But he has to work a lot for a good position tonight, Panthro. And I really think Redwood, even with the lag, he should have waited. He did push Panthro off. He might not have seemed so on Redwood's screen, but he definitely pushed Panthro off, as we see Bullet now back into P1, and there's a little bit of chaos between Ivan, Vlave, Ivan. I keep confusing myself what to say. Bullet now back into 1st place with Ivan chasing in 2nd, Boss still in 3rd, and we have Redwood closing in in 4th. Bullet now with a 127 point, and we have Redwood with a 125.8 as the fastest lap of the race. And we see Bullet still staying in 1st place with Redwood closing in on Boss. He still has a little bit to go there. And Ivan, he's been very strong throughout all of the DRFS seasons. He is Team Sega's, dare I say it, strongest competitor, as he goes for a very optimistic move through the big righty and dives into P1. And I think he caught Bullet a little bit off guard there, and Boss still in 3rd, and Redwood hasn't really caught up that much. But this is a battle for sure, very exciting in the top 4. A battle for P1, a battle for 3rd soon, I would guess. No, Redwood is still too far behind. We have Rocker coming up there. Oh, very wide. We have Jules, we have Urk, we have Ivano. Ivano into the pits already. Pantro in 8th. I think Ivano might have had a hydraulic leak somewhere. Might have been forced to retire the car, as we see Ivan now a second in front of Bullet. 1.3, 1.2. As we see, Bullet is struggling a little bit to just stay in front of Boss at this point. Boss is doing anything he can, and we see Bullet going very wide. Boss is gonna have a run on Bullet now. Bullet's gonna defend the inside line into the chicane, the hairpin chicane. Redwood is he isn't really closer to Boss, but Boss is right up Bullet's back alley. I think Boss can feel it. He wants second place. Boss has been very strong throughout the season. He had a very good race with Urk in Red Bull Ring. And I think Bullet managed to have a better exit through the last turn. We have Rocker still in 5th, with Jules still chasing there and having to defend against Panthro and Urk. And yeah, Crazy behind as well as it is in the front. Bullet still trying to hold off Boss and still trying to chase down Ivan, but Ivan is just getting into the groove and probably just trying to find his proper race pace, stay fast enough, and keep it slow enough so his opponents cannot catch up, and that he can have a little bit something to build on if he needs to put the hammer down and just keep the distance. 2.2 seconds between Ivan and Bullet right now, and the 0.4 between Bullet and Boss. So Boss is really hanging on to Bullet's rear end. We do see Redwood closing in on Boss though. Over a second now between Bullet and Boss, and Boss will have to defend against Redwood. Trying to save my voice a little bit. It's been a few intense beginning laps in this one. Might need a drink soon. My throat is really itching right now. It was better on Thursday when I had help from the Darth Lord Duck himself, taking care of most of the talking. As we see Bullet going a little bit wide again, and making it very easy for Boss to close in on him, but Bullet covering off the inside into the chicane and the braking zone. Boss just needs to find a proper way through, and Redwood has dropped off a little bit. Let's take a look down with the Rocker boys. Rocker, Jules, Panthro, Urk. Panthro has gotten in front of Urk right now. Yeah, that's true. At least I'm not muted. I have to make sure that I'm not muted when I'm doing this solo. I just keep watching the PlayStation controller. If I don't see orange light, at least I'm not muted. I've played the game Mag on PS3, which is a 126 versus 126. Rarely saw lag. GT7 is max 16 players, and you rarely don't see that. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what exactly Mag is, but yeah, I've played a lot of games lately that are cross-platform, like I said earlier, and GT's lag is absolutely among the worst. I don't know how. As we see, Boss has dropped off Bullet a little bit now, 1.3 seconds it was, under a second again, but we have Redwood closing in on Boss. Just over half a second now to Boss from Redwood, but the dirty air might also be a factor here, and we do see the tire wear are starting to take an effect. Boss has used a little bit more of his tires for attack, and Redwood is on soft while Boss is on medium. As we see, Bullet has gone very wide again, and Boss is closing in. Boss is going on the inside into the last turn and taking second place. Will it be enough for Boss to stay up? No, Boss almost lost the rear end and dropped down to third, with Redwood now extremely close in fourth. Will he go for a move into turn one? He doesn't have enough speed at it. Maybe if he brakes a little bit later, he could do it into turn one. We have Redwood into third place. Boss now down to fourth. Oh my goodness, a lot of action in the top portion of the field right now. And we see a little bit of kerfuffle there as, oh my god, there's a lot of lag. This can't be easy. I know Boss is driving this in VR, and he did say to me that in the previous races that he's getting a little bit nauseous from all of the jittering, and really I can't really say I blame him for feeling that way when the cars are moving around like chopsticks. And rubber banding is absolutely terrible. Urk now up into 6th place with Panthro down in 7th, and we have Jules now down in 8th. So a lot of changes down in the field as well, but the action is still in the top 4. I think maybe Redwood has this one covered. What Boss could do now is just stay behind Redwood, try and save a little bit of tires and fuel. They have used a lot of fuel. Boss actually looks best on fuel with Ivan. And 15 seconds down to Rocker from Boss, as we see Panthro there yeah, okay. Never mind. Rocker and Panthro. We have Jules trying to stick in with these. We have Urk into the pits for a new set of tires. Bullet now has to defend from the mighty Redwood machine. The Redwood cigarettes machine. Well, it says Marlboro on the side, but Redwood is basically Marlboro in the Grand Theft Auto universe. Ivan now 5.3 seconds ahead. He's not that far ahead, but he's far enough that yeah, he's using a lot of tires right now. A 125.6, the best lap time from Ivan so far. We have Bullet still in 2nd place. He is now 1.3 ahead of Redwood, and Boss is just over a second behind Redwood. Still close between the top 4 as we try and go to the chat again. Mag was the first person shooter, one of the best ever made. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of that, Dennis. As we see Bullet now getting low on fuel, so I think Bullet will go into the pits shortly, as we see Jules into the pits with 4% left in the tank. Oh my goodness, that was good. I had to take a little drink there. Urk now in 7th place, coming out in front of Jules. They're both now on new, fresh rubber. Panthro tires are looking good actually, but the fuel is going into the danger zone. Let's take a look. Ivan now is saving fuel. He's driving a little bit more conservatively, even though the tires are going off. Bullet now going into the pits for his first pit stop. We have Redwood also going into the pits. And did he slide through the pits? I think he actually slid through the pits there. Boss now up into second place. He's going to go for another lap before he dives into the pits. Maybe try and go for an undercut and drive as fast as he can in free air. Ivan 8.6 seconds in front of Boss. So Boss will need to push it as hard as he can and try and pass Redwood out of the pits, or in the pits. Bullet coming out now, 25 seconds behind Boss. We have Redwood coming out a few seconds behind Bullet. So Bullet definitely gained on that, but Bullet was a little bit further up the road than Redwood. And yeah. So Urk now in front of Rocker. A little bit of contact between Rocker and Urk. As we see, I think Rocker just came out of the pits. And a little bit of contact there between the two. Stupid fly. Yeah. So Ivan now into the pits. Oh my god, the lag is just horrible. As we see, oh god. Boss now into the pits as well. Where will that put Bullet? Bullet is coming up on the start-finish straight now, alongside with Redwood. Will it be enough time for Ivan and Boss to change tires, get fuel? Bullet is on the start-finish straight, coming out to the... yeah, I think Ivan is clear. We have Redwood there in front of Boss, so the undercut thing did not work. Boss will have fresher tires towards the end of the stint, towards the end of the race, while Redwood will have one lap more older tire. As we see Urk in the fifth now in front of Rocker. Rocker trying to battle Urk. Very choppy. He was sliding and he just missed the ball. Yeah, either it's the lag or he was sliding. I get the feeling it was the lag we were seeing when he was going into the pits, but you never know. Better to hear it from the horse's mouth, as the saying goes. As we see Rocker now in front of Pantro. We see Panthro going for a move on the Rocker, slipstream move, and makes a stick through before turn one, moving Panthro up into 6th place. We have Ivano still there parked, Jules in 8th. We have Redwood now just under half a second in front of Boss, as I lose my ability to speak suddenly. That always seems to happen when I do these commentary work, when it's very intense. I've heard the way our good friend Paul Walsh, aka Britnessbit, aka TX141, commentates his work, and I am amazed how fast he can speak when the action is non-stop and just intense as hell. He's definitely one of my inspirations to continue doing this. So Redwood under heavy pressure from Boss, the Goose Lord. Looks like Redwood is a little stronger through the first turn. And Ivan still holds. Oh, no, wait. I just looked like Redwood was going off track there. But the jittering caught me off guard from what I was seeing. Very good battle between Redwood and Boss. Let's take a look down with the Panther and Rocker boys. A little bit of gap between them now. 2.6 second gap up to Erk from Panthero. So we're gonna go back to Boss and Redwood. The Marlboro and JPS machines getting a lot of screen time tonight. New best sector time from Redwood. We have 8 minutes to go. Bullet comfortable in second position right now. Ivan comfortable in first. And Redwood is all but comfortable right now. He's got the Goose Lord all over him. Looks like the Boss is very strong in the last sector of Fuji. Incidentally, the sector I suck very much at. It's not a sector I've been very good at. This uphill twisty section. Albeit the best race I've ever had on Fuji, I think, is a Group 4 race around here where I beat Plux by a technicality. Plux had a half-second penalty going over the finish line, so I got P3, he got P4. I wish I could have beaten him legitly, but it was a battle that I gave him from what was it, 35 minutes in, and I did not let off on Plux at all. That was back in the Gran Turismo Sport days, and that was epic as hell. I did not let off, and I gave Plux the fight of his career and life, I think. So at least I've had a few good battles with the Duck Man, the Duck and the the Duck Lord. The GR1 here with you was also fun. Hawk versus Jag on the straight. Oh yeah. I remember that. That was fun. Oh yeah, you were in the old Jaguar. Group C, wasn't you? Weren't you? Yeah, I think I remember that. That was actually quite fun. I had you in the turns, but you had me on the straight. As we see, Boss is going for a slipstream move on the straight. And right now he is in third. Will he make the turn one and the braking? Oh, very tight. Yeah, the XJR9, yeah. That was a good race. I do remember that. One of the other good Group 1 races I think I had was, if I remember correctly, it was on Spa with Ben. I was in the Hawk again. He was in the Toyota TS050. Again, in the straights, I was faster. In the turns, he was faster. So the roles were quite reversed. He was faster in the straights, faster out of slow corners because of the hybrid. I had better top speed, but then again, he was better in the turns. It was a fight back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for like 40 minutes between us. That was also epic as hell. That hybrid is so... in GT Sport, that hybrid was so hateful. The TS050's hybrid was so hateful. I had the straight line speed, but out of slow corners, oh my god, the TS050 was a freaking rocket ship. As we see, Boss has gotten a little bit of gap down to Redwood, so let's go down to Urk. Urk is just over a second in front of Panthro, and Urk has to go into the pits. With Urk now taking over 5th position. Rocker taking over 6th. And Jules will take 8th. Four minutes to go in this race. There, Boss 1.3. Not a lot of difference between the tires, but we do see that Redwood has used a little bit more than Boss at this point. Yeah, the hybrids are mad. The Porsche is the craziest one. Yeah. The Porsche and the TS050 were absolutely dangerous in GT Sport. They were crazy dangerous. I mean, I love the TS050, but whenever the Hawk got allowed in ADEC, I just couldn't choose anything else because the Hawk has the beauty, it has the good sound, and it's just a great car to drive. Yes, it has no hybrid, but if you can beat the people in the underdog car, absolutely. I'd do that any day. And I beat a lot of TS050s. Just a few people I couldn't beat, like Dennis when he had the Group C on the straight, and the TS050 out of slow corners with Ben. At that point is where you feel like a sitting duck. Nothing you can really do. So we're just scrolling aimlessly throughout the field right now because it's getting a little spread, and Boss has control of P3 for the moment. We have just under 2 minutes remaining in this one. And the Rocker is in 6th with Jules in 7th. I think Jules might need another pit stop. Another thing to take into consideration, Dennis, is that yeah, the Hawk in GT Sport was extremely fast. It did like 340, maybe even 350 kph with BOP on. But the Group C's did around like 380, 390. So they were even faster. And then you had the hybrids that did around 319, 320, 325 at the maximum. Maybe even if you were lucky on the slipstream, 330 in slipstream or something. So yeah. But what the hybrids had that the Hawk and the Group C didn't have was the handling capabilities in the speed in very twisty sections of certain tracks. And yeah, Boss is really kicking ass today, and 3.4 seconds, 3.7 in front of Redwood right now. So Boss definitely has a pace in that Redwood can't match right now. And we have one more lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. 20 seconds remaining. It will not be another lap for Panthro, Rocker, Jules, Urk, or Ivano. Panthro is the first to finish, so he wins. No, wait. Panthro gets another lap, so Rocker will be the first to win, so he first to finish, so he wins. Jules just in front of her. Oh, photo finish almost. Oh my goodness, that was close. Jules barely holding on to seventh place there. Ivan will come home in a very dominant, very good P1. Yeah, the Group C was terrible in corners. The 787B had the highest top speed. Did it? I thought the Porsche Group C had the highest top speed. So Ivan in first. Bullet will come home in second. He had a very good fight with Ivan. Let's hope the fuel lasts until the finish line, though. He must have been in a massive fuel-saving mode, and he comes home in second with Boss in third. Redwood comes home in fourth with Panthro coming home in fifth. And that is it for round 6 of DRSL and DRFS. Next week we will be going in on, let's see, DRSL will be Autopolis Group 2 cars 2008 or older. That is Boss's choice. So next week with DRFS will be Monza, the Italian track. So that could be interesting. And then the last week will be Brazil, Interlagos in DRFS, and Blue Moon Speedway, the Piston Cup in DRSL with the AMG Black Series 2020. Yeah, that could be possible that they've changed stuff like that. That they changed some of the top speeds. Just waiting now for the end timer, which is incredibly long for some reason, after everyone's finished. Oh, I know what it is. Ivan was on track. Ivan was on track. Technically, he hadn't finished yet. So, very good race from everyone tonight. We'll take care of this page as well, in case it's needed. And I'll save the replay. So yeah, that is it for those races. I'm just gonna go back to escape photos and yeah, not escape photos, the garage thing. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna end with going into my minivan, mega van. the party bus. This checking network environment is just stupid, beyond stupid. Where's my party bus? There we go, party bus. So yeah, that was round 6. 2 more rounds to go of season 2, DRSL and DRFS. And it will be a week break after that, after round 8. And then season 3 will begin with new and exciting races. And yeah, with that, the stream will end. Thank you, Dennis, so much for being here, chatting, keeping me company. It was some awesome racing tonight. A lot of action, a lot of excitement. And let's hope we get a lot of that next time as well. Yeah, you have a nice evening, Dennis, and this will be the end of the stream. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time. This has been Kimmaru, and I'm saying good night.